Hello students, welcome to Pathak's Computer Academy online classes. In the previous video, we learned about what is database and database management system. Today we will see various types of data models. So let's start. So today we covered what is data model, then types of data models. We will cover three models, that is hierarchical model, network model, and relational model. In class 11th, you have to be more consider about relational model. So in the next video, there is a separate lecture related to RDBMS. However, start with the introduction. As we know that different types of DBMS are available. And I already told you there are among 113 database softwares are available in the market. And all these software are classified based on some data models. Okay. A data model describes the structure of the database, including how data are defined and represented, how the relationship will be created among data, and what are the constraints, means rules and regulation among the data. So if you define in a simple way, data model is a way by which data structures and their relationship are analyzed. That's it. Okay. So a data model is collection of tools for describing data, data relationship, data semantics, and data constraints. So four things is to be considered for data model. First one is data. Okay. Data itself. After that, whatever the relationship between these data, and then what are the semantics? Semantic means the meaning of that data. And at last, any constraint that are applied on that data. All these four makes data models. Okay? Clear? So, it facilitates interaction among the designer, the application programmers, and the end user. And based on these, it is categorized into various models, but four models are very much popular. And these are hierarchical, network, relational DBMS, and nowadays NoSQL DBMS is on demand. So I'm going to discuss each of them one by one. So first one is hierarchical. As the name suggests, it the data is organized into a tree-like structure. Like here, there is a root, and after that there are branches, and in for these branches there are more childs are available. So we can say that data is stored as records which are connected to one another through parent-child relationship. It was developed by IBM in 1968. If we want to search a record, what is to be done? We have to traverse the tree from the root and go through the specific record by moving downwards. So there is a disadvantage that each time you have to start with the root, and if the data that you are going to search are at the lower end, then the searching for a record is time consuming. Okay. Now, network model. This model organizes data using two fundamental constructs called records and sets. Record contains fields and set defines one-to-many relationship between records. Okay. So record means the unique data, and set contains the relationship. Okay. In this network model, each record can have multiple parent and child record. This means that searching of any data can have multiple paths. For example, if anyone wants this data, let us assume. So there are three ways to search. From the root, it moves here and then extract the element. Another way, it goes toward this, then searching the element, or doing this and then searching the element. So what is the basic difference between hierarchical and network? In hierarchical, there is only one and only one path to search the particular data, while in network model, there is a possibility that there are more than one path for any data. So you have to search which path is the shortest one. That's why it is little bit helpful than the hierarchical model. Okay. Now the last one, relational model. It uses a collection of tables to represent both data and the relationship among those data. One table is this, second this, third this, and these are the relationship by these tables are connected to each other. This relational model introduced by E.F. Codd in 1970. Thus, a relational database organizes data into one or more tables. A table consists of attributes, columns, tuples, and provides a way to uniquely identify each tuple. Tuple means record. Okay. So it is just a similar to spreadsheet. In spreadsheet, there is a page divided into rows and columns. Data are stored in it, and you are fetching the data accordingly. The same philosophy, or you can say that the base of the philosophy is taken from there. Okay. So, what are the basics of relational model? As we know that a tabular structure containing data, to be a relational, it must satisfy following four conditions. What they are? First one is atomicity. Atomicity means in each cell there is an atomic value is stored. And what do you mean by atomic? Atomic means the value cannot be further subdivided. For example, name. Name is can be further divided into three parts. First name, middle name, last name. So, to be relational model, name cannot be a column name. There should be at least two columns considered as first name, last name. Or there can be a three columns, first name, middle name, and last name. Then that data is called atomic data. Next property should be maintained, that is no duplicity. Duplicate data, no two rows of relation will be identical. Means you cannot store information of one person two times. Okay. Third one is ordering of rows is immaterial. When you created the or you inserted the data, when you are fetching the data, there is a possibility that data did not arrive in the same way as you insert. Okay. The same philosophy can be for column. When you created the column, whatever the order you maintained in while creating the table, there is a possibility that when you fetch the column, all the columns are coming out, but in no specific order. So these four conditions should be satisfied for any software that are classified as relational model or RDBMS. Other than this, EF Codd provided 12 rules that should be followed by the RDBMS software. Okay. So that's all for today. Today we learned hierarchical model. In hierarchical model, searching is little bit time consuming. Why? Because there is only one path through which data can be traversed. While in network model, there is a possibility of multiple paths, then you have to identify which path is the shortest one. And the last one is relational model. Relational model based on tables. Tables are the property of rows and columns. Rows means record, column means attributes. Okay, and four properties should be maintained, that is, no duplicacy, data should be atomic, order of column is non-material, and order of rows is also immaterial. In the next class, we will study the relational database management system in detail. Till then, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the session